The COMELEC eyes to conduct the proclamation of winning senators and party list representatives this week. Big names, including former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo and the Nationalist People's Coalition, endorsed the speakership bid of later Representative Martin Romualdez. Former COMELEC Commissioner Rowena GUANZON, who is now representing P3PWD party list, also expressed support for Romualdez, but clarified that she's not shifting alliances. The gold rush continues for Team Philippines at the 31st Southeast Asian Games in Hanoi. And meet the rookies from Batch 2022 from the latest PBA draft. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Charles Lejano. The Commission on Elections may proclaim the 12 leading senatorial candidates in the 2022 polls by this week. That's despite not yet completing the canvassing of votes. Camille Samonte tells us why.
Although there are still COCs that have not been canvassed yet by the COMELEC, the poll body said that winning senators and partial winning party lists may be proclaimed on Tuesday. A total of 159 out of 173 COCs have already been canvassed by the COMELEC as of Sunday evening. Some 14 COCs, meanwhile, are yet to be electronically and manually delivered to the National Board of Canvassers. Of this number, 11 are manual COCs from overseas, 2 are electronic COCs from Lanao del Sur and Hong Kong, and 1 manual COC from BARM. But while canvassing of all COCs have yet to be completed, the poll body said that it considers proclaiming the 12 senators if the number of votes obtained by candidates is already sufficient and will not affect the remaining results from the COCs that were not yet sent. Meanwhile, the COMELEC is also considering the request of the Education Department for the additional 3,000 honorarium for members of the Board of Election Inspectors. This, as several BEIs served extra hours to handle the technical glitches and faulty VCMs in some polling precincts. The amount, however, will be subject to the availability of funds.
And it would be unjust if we could not at the very least give additional honoraria to compensate for their additional na pagod at yung delay na inabot po nila. Bilang naman po namin sila, accounted po sila, not for all electoral boards. Doon lamang po sa affected ng VCM issues at inabutan sila ng delay on account of that.
The COMELEC has yet to announce when the special elections will be held in 14 barangays in the towns of Butig, Binidayan, and Tubaran in Lanao del Sur. There was also no election yet in Shanghai, China, because of the lockdown due to the pandemic. Canvassing of COCs will resume on Monday at 3 p.m. For News 5, Camille Samonte, we are One News.
More political parties are backing the speakership bid of House Majority Leader Martin Romualdez. The lawmaker appears to be accepting these endorsements, but notes that the consultation with the new administration should be done. Marian Enriquez with a report.
The question of who will be the next House Speaker may have already been settled. This as former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo backs House Majority Leader Martin Romualdez for the post. Arroyo, who sits as the Chairman Emeritus of Lakas CMD, urged the party members to support him as well. Romualdez is also the current President of Lakas CMD. Aside from Arroyo, the Majority Leader found a new ally in Partylist Coalition Foundation, the biggest bloc in the House of Representatives. This comes after PCFI endorsed Romualdez during an assembly on Saturday.
Nagagalak po ko, isang malaking karangalan na nagbibigay ng suporta ang Partylist Coalition Group dito. And we look forward working together with the Partylist congressmen and women as well as our other fellow legislators to make the 19th Congress a very, very hard-working, efficient Congress.
On his next steps under presumptive Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s administration, who also happens to be his cousin, Romualdez said they will continue to focus on the economy.
We are actually going to continue with all of the amelioration programs that have been started in aid of the pandemic response. We will continue with all the economic measures to help reinvigorate our economy.
He added that there will be a new legislation, but a consultation with the new administration has to be done. As for who will be the next House Majority Leader, Romualdez said they will still have to make the decision shortly. For News 5, Marian Enriquez, we are One News.
Former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo endorses Majority Leader and later Representative Martin Romualdez as House Speaker. In a statement, Arroyo vouched for Romualdez, the cousin of presumptive President-elect Bongbong Marcos, saying that they have worked together for decades. Arroyo also urged all members of Lakas CMD to support Romualdez. In response, Romualdez said he was grateful and humbled by the support, and he promised that he will work with other lawmakers for what he calls a more efficient Congress under the Marcos administration. Meanwhile, the Nationalist People's Coalition also joined the list of political parties backing Romualdez for speakership. In a statement, NPC Chairman and incumbent Senate President Tito Soto announced that the party is throwing its, quote, unconditional support behind Romualdez as the next House Speaker. Former COMELEC Commissioner Rowena GUANZON also met with Romualdez during the Pamilya, Pasyente at Persons with Disabilities sortie. The P3 PWD party list has also expressed support for Romualdez's speakership. And GUANZON even posted a photo of her and Romualdez, calling him speaker, and quoted him in saying that the Congress must rally under one flag. This led to some negative comments from GUANZON supporters, as she is known to be a staunch critic of Bongbong Marcos. And at that same event, GUANZON was also seen shaking hands with Ilocos Norte Representative Sandro Marcos, the son of presumptive President Bongbong Marcos. In a tweet, GUANZON explained that she has to work together with other members of Congress in order to ensure that the bills of her party will be passed into law. GUANZON also assured her supporters that she was just being polite and that she still believes that Marcos Jr. should pay his taxes. There's been another gold rush for the Philippines in the 31st SEA Games over the weekend. Carlos Yulo became the first triple gold winner in the Vietnam Games, with golden outings in the floor exercise and rings. Yulo also won the all-around gold last Friday, surpassing his 2 gold medals back in the 2019 Manila Games. He now gets a crack at 3 more golds today in the high bar, parallel bars, and vault. Kim MANGROBANG bagged her 2nd gold yesterday after dominating the women's duathlon with a time of 2 hours, 13 minutes, and 12 seconds. That's after winning her first gold in the individual triathlon last Saturday. The Philippine WUSHU team also hit their target of winning 2 gold medals in the 31st SEA Games. Agatha Wong saved her best for last to rule the Taiji-Jian event after relinquishing her crown and settling for silver in Taiji-Quan. Meanwhile, EJ Obiena lived up to his reputation as the region's best after clearing the bar in 5.46 meters to bring home the gold last Saturday. That means that the 26-year-old has shattered the 5.45-meter record that he set during the 2019 Games in Manila. Filipino swimmer Jessica Jerian also had a record-breaking performance in the women's 50-meter backstroke to clinch the silver and become only the 2nd medalist for Filipino swimmers in Hanoi. And from 5th place last Friday, Team Philippines is now at 3rd, just behind Vietnam and Thailand. We've got 20 golds, 27 silvers, and 37 bronze medals for a tally of 84 medals so far. Flashed on your screens right now are some of the games scheduled today for Team Pilipinas. Note that the times displayed here have been adjusted to reflect Philippine time. For the full schedule of games, head on over to the SEA Games website at SEAGames2021.com. PBA teams have fortified their lineups with fresh picks from the 2022 PBA draft. Marty Bautista gives us the lowdown in this report.
Dreams came true on Sunday night at the 2022 PBA draft. The draft broke through a blitzing start with Gilas Pilipinas coach CHOT Reyes already announcing his top picks for the national team. Reyes went ahead and placed his bets on Ateneo Blue Eagles standout Gian Mamuyak, NCAA stalwart Justin Arana, and new Bulldog Sean Ildefonso and Japan B-League returnee Javi Gomez de Liano. The four players were eventually drafted in their respective PBA teams, but the Gilas Pilipinas can pull them out at any time for international matches. Javi Gomez de Liano just finished his stint as a shooting guard for the Ibaraki Robots and was surprised to hear about his Gilas Pilipinas addition. Now, he's ready to give everything he's got to the PBA.
I'm a year wiser now, learning from my stint in the B-League. I know what to do to help the team, and whatever the coaches ask from me, I'll just do it. And being a rookie, we got to do the little things as well.
Among the 66 hopefuls present that night, Gilas 3x3 frontman Brandon Ganuela's roster came out as the top 1 draft pick to Blackwater bossing. Blackwater head coach ARIEL VANGUARDIA had his eyes set for Rosser, especially as he regroups his team for a more defensive mindset this season.
Well, he's the best available talent, and we badly need a big man. He's a good rim protector, but I have good intel on him because Marvin Hayes, his teammate from 3x3, is my former player from JRU, so he has very good things to say about Brandon's attitude. He's a hard worker, he's a good teammate, so we're excited to have him, and judging from the way he plays with a lot of heart, and we really need that in our team.
Phil-Am guard Jeremiah Gray came out a second pick for TERRAFIRMA GYP. While the newest addition to the PBA, the Converge Fiber Xers took their trust to Letran Knights big man Gio Ambohot and Arellano star Justin Arana. To wrap up the first 5 picks of the draft, the rain or shine Elasto Painters went ahead with Ateneo captain Gian Mamuyak, who just recently finished his UAAP finals game with Ateneo. Mamu is a natural-born leader back with the Blue Eagles and is now excited to learn from one of the legendary PBA leaders himself.
Of course, and also I'm excited to learn from one of the best leaders, which is Kuya Gabe Norwood. So I'm really excited to learn from them, and also my other veterans.
PBA teams are all set and ready to go for this 47th season. Squads are hopeful their newest additions could fortify their lineups for the upcoming Philippine Cup, which is expected to begin in June. For News 5, Marty Bautista, We Are One News.
And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Join us again later at 9 a.m. as we monitor the day's biggest stories from sunrise to sundown. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime and anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We're One News.